Alright, I'm going to show you my sewing room now. This is the special area of my house Rebekah and I share. I don't get to be in here very often because we have 6 kids, but Rebekah needs a swimming skirt and I have a couple of dresses I'm going to try to turn into skirts for her. So I'm going to show you. I just cleaned it just so I could work. So here we go. We walk into the door. On this side, it's all shelves and I have lots of scrapbooking, crafty stuff. And then you can come in here. Now this right here is Rebekah's side. That is Rebekah's sewing machine and a big box of scraps and her little projects that she's working on. Up above, I have a whole bunch of material. Most of that is old clothes that people have given me, or jeans. I like to do a lot of jean skirts. So over this little window here, I have some random supplies, buttons, markers, zippers, stuff like that. And that is a cross stitch I did. And then over here, up on the wall, I have all of my fabric. Joshua is right here. He's kind of, yeah. So this is my sewing table, my sewing machine. No, don't touch, please. Joshua, if you can't behave, you need to leave. So then here's a kind of a messy corner of fabric and random stuff. Down here is a rug that I've been working on for like 2 years. But this fabric right here on my chair is what I'm going to use to make Rebekah a swimming skirt. And then I also have her old skirt here to use as a pattern, and this is Caleb's shirt that has a couple holes in it I need to sew up. And then these over here are 2 dresses. Rebekah doesn't like these dresses because they look kind of like they have a bra on them. So we are gonna chop them off and turn them into a skirt. We'll see how that goes. Alright, I like to work on the floor. You can see this is Rebekah's old skirt and I laid it on top of the new fabric. I'm gonna leave about an inch or so on each side and a couple inches on the bottom. And that's it. Alright, I am really good at just eyeballing it. I don't care if it's perfect, especially on a project like this. It doesn't really need to be exact. There we go. Throw the scraps away. So now I have 2 pieces for a swimming skirt. Let's do a couple of pins. Now one thing when you're working with this swimwear type material is or any kind of knit t-shirt fabric, you really want to have a ball needle. It makes a big difference. It's hard to even see any difference on the when you look at the needle you can't see a difference, but it just goes into the fabric so much easier. It doesn't pull, and you can see at the bottom of my seams it doesn't even line up perfectly, but that's okay because I'll trim it at the end. So I had to change my thread because I had blue thread, so I switched it out to white. And I am just going to sew down the sides of this skirt. I think I am going to use a zigzag stitch, just so that it's nice and stretchier. So now I've got both sides sewn together. Now I need to find some elastic. I'm going to lay it out in here. One side is definitely bigger than the other, so I'm just going to trim it right here. Back up so Becca can sew.
It's gonna.
Rebekah is making a skirt.
got all the pins in. Sorry. It's okay.
Alright, here is Rebekah's skirt that she made. Turn around. Looks really cute. Good job, Becca. Okay, it is the next day, and I'm finally coming back to Rebekah's swimming skirt. So, being a mom, I don't always get to sew whenever I want. So I am just folding down the waistband about an inch. Oops, dropped my elastic on the floor. Just to make the casing for the elastic. And I'm just going to put a few pins in. Rebekah and my niece, actually, my niece was here yesterday, and they decided to try and sew a skirt. So they made a really cute pencil skirt for my niece. So then this morning, Rebekah wanted to sew and try to make a skirt for herself. She made an adorable, kind of a maxi skirt out of a knit sheet. I had an old blue knit sheet, and she just made herself a skirt out of that. So I was actually really proud of her and very impressed that she was able to do that. I helped her with a few things, but she pretty much did the whole thing herself. So there is my waistband casing is all pinned. I'm going to sew around it and leave a space so that I can thread my elastic through. Right. Now, the key to threading elastic is to take a safety pin and pin it on the end. The bigger the safety pin, the better. You pin it on the end of the elastic, and then I just stick it in my hole. And then because of the pin, I'm able to just work it through. You can also use this trick if you have a hoodie sweatshirt where the string came out. If you can get a safety pin on there, you can rethread that string. And it's much easier. Now, since this is a swimming skirt, I cut the elastic a little bit tighter than I normally would for a skirt for Rebekah, because I really don't want it to fall down. So keep that in mind if you're making a swimming skirt. It's going to be wet and heavy, and she's going to be kicking her legs in the water, so I don't want it to fall down. Elastic is through. I took the safety pin off, and I am going to sew the ends of the elastic together. Stretch it out, and then I need to sew that hole closed, which I'm going to do right away. Alright, so there it is so far. Now I just need to go ahead and hem it up. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the casing. I'm just going to fold it about an inch and give it stick a pin in there. You can use a ruler for this, but I just eyeball it. I'm pretty good at eyeballing it. In case you're wondering, when Rebekah wears this skirt for swimming, she will also wear leggings underneath it. She has a couple of pair of leggings that are made more for running. They're athletic wear. They're made out of nylon spandex type fabric, so those are perfect for in the water. So she will wear that underneath, so it will stay modest. Let's flip it around, and there it is. Alright, there's the swimming skirt Rebekah has on. I'm going to spin around. Alright, so here is this summer dress that looks like a bra on top that Rebekah does not want. So we are going to see about turning it into a skirt. Alright, so this pink skirt is too short for Rebekah to have it as a long skirt. And the swimming skirt she tried on is just right for length. So we are going to turn this pink skirt into a skirt that is like this. So in order to measure the length, I'm just going to hold it up here. This dress, pink dress, is already hemmed, so I won't have to do that. So I'm just going to lay this out, and I'm going to cut it at the top a couple inches higher than the swimming skirt here. So now we have the bottom part of the dress, and I'm just going to fold it over and sew an elastic casing, and her skirt will be done. Okay, here's the pink skirt we made that was a dress, and now it's a skirt. Right, so here is today's projects. 3 skirts for Rebekah. This is my sewing machine. It is a Brother XL 2600i. It's kind of basic. I think I got it at Walmart about 9 years ago. So my sewing machine was actually a present from my husband as an anniversary present. Rebekah was, I was due with Rebekah in September, and in August is our anniversary, and I was trying to make all these cute little girl things for her before she was born, like all the boutique-y things that are just really expensive. I wanted to make some things for her, and I was using my mom's old rickety sewing machine, and it was not working. It kept falling apart, it kept breaking, and I was getting so frustrated and so mad. So finally Kevin just said, you know what, our anniversary is coming up, why don't you just go buy yourself a new sewing machine? So I did. Happy anniversary to me. I went to Walmart, and this is the one I got. I really don't remember how much it cost. I'm thinking it was around $90 at the time, and again, that was 9 years ago, and it has held up really, really well. I've considered getting a newer, better one, maybe one that does embroidery, and then I'll give this one to Rebekah eventually, but I really like it, and it does everything that I need. I really don't use any of the extra fancy features. Well, I hope you enjoyed coming along with me sewing. I really, really enjoyed sewing today, and I hope that I can get back to it more, at least this summer when we're not doing school. We'll see if the little boys can give me a little bit more time.